I went back and watched the original film, and I remember loving the first one of that, and just touch base with that again, and I saw a really an intimate connection to that first film that was being held onto, but then taken to another level and scope in the second one, and I thought this I thought this was going to be really exciting. It's something I'd kind of like to do. It was almost like a civil war with whatever's left. They're isolated. You don't know who else is out there or what else is going on. And now this group of people has come together and stabilized itself. They've got a stable community which is able to protect itself and exist, reasonably harmoniously. But it's at a point now where, its resources are running out, and the threat of slipping back into what was is always over our shoulder. And so, we're at that point where we're reaching out and trying to build again, to bring back in the tools that are necessary for us to go to another level, to cultivate and start to spread out and start to exist, as what humans need and want. And that's where we bump into the apes, and that's where the apes bump into us, neither of us knowing that the other existed. Kerry, she just brings a lot of energy, a lot of, solidness, a lot of, she's a very grounded woman, Kerry. She's just strong and tenacious, and the energy that she brings out there. She's not like, a passive partner, and you couldn't have a passive partner in this world. It's, it's a tough place, and you also find us on that verge of like panic again as everyone starts to realize that this little utopia that we've had maybe for a year or two or a year and a half is coming close to bursting at the seams. She's a hard woman. She's a strong woman. And it's just what Malcolm needs. Gary Oldman, one of my true heroes. From truly one of the actors I've always wanted to work with. He's. Once again, Matt and the writers, they've grounded him in a reality. He's not, he's an ex-policeman. He's the military guy. He's the actual leader in our little outpost. But, it's not all gung ho and he's a clearly defined aggressive guy who wants this or wants that. No, you get some understanding of why these people are the way they are. And yes, he will take it if need be. It resides in our ongoing struggle in humanity of how we deal with ourselves and the world and our responsibilities and the joy and the amazing gift that it is. But also, it's like being sick or when that old saying of like if you have your health, you have everything. And in terms of if we have our planet, if we have our world, if we have our ability to live, we have everything. And we find ourselves in a point in this film where it might be over, and we have to reach out to people that we've tried to dominate. I truly believe this is going to be an exciting thing to watch, because it's rare these days you get a film on this scale which is not action driven, set piece driven. This is a big film which resides in a very heartfelt, interesting, thoughtful place where you get to have a full experience in the theater, I think, as well as being blown away by the wow, wow, wow. It manages to put you into Caesar's place, and the way Andy plays it makes that a whole lot easier, to let you in and assume him and assume his responsibilities, as well as Malcolm's as well. What would you do in this situation? How would it go down? And how would you feel? Andy Serkis is well known and as the guy at the forefront of all this, and he's got his guys, and what they're doing is every day it's amazing to watch. But his commitment is extraordinary. Andy brings it every single day, every single take, whether the camera is on him or not. Incredibly generous guy. I think that's the beginning of Malcolm's journey. In terms of, really finding his own compassion and humanity back after what he's been through. That, you know, it comes. You know, I think any leadership comes through sacrifice, and at that point he's prepared for come what may. He hopes, I think, that you know, that these apes will see reason if they know how to understand, although how much they can talk he doesn't know, but you know, he's willing to make that sacrifice that, you know, he might be gone and his son will be on his own. Matt's real strength is his ability for story. You know, at the end of the day, Matt has a really clear idea of the story that he is telling. And under it all, everything else is there to facilitate and aid that. And that's, you know, that's what you want and respond to in an actor, you know. A guy there that's, you know, it's all about the small bits, the details, the moments, you know. And I think, you know, both Andy and I, you know, really appreciate that, as all the actors do. And, you know, and that's where this film resides. I think, you know, he's crafted it. But Matt, you know, he knows where to put that camera. He knows, you know, what a big action film is as well. You know, he's taken ownership of this piece, the script, the story, and the film. You know, and that's what a good director does.